we're so close to the outdoors and a feeling that you can leave the city behind you within about 5 minutes.
It's very easy to get out, and if you have an hour break, you can go for a bike ride and be back home within an hour, or go for a half day at the ski hill. So it allows you to fit in a lot of recreation while you're still working.
Terrace is a really unique place from a medicine perspective. We provide services to a very broad geographic population. So from that point of view, the medicine is really interesting. There's a really broad scope of practice.
The amount of time we get to spend together as a family with the type of career we have is something very unique to Terrace.
What I love about practicing medicine in Terrace as a family doctor is the variety of experiences. So you have the opportunity to work in the clinic and the emergency department and do inpatient care and obstetrics if you like. And we have a ton of specialist backup. So we get to follow some really interesting cases and learn about some very interesting medicine. General surgery, internal medicine, gynecology, obstetrics, pediatrics, urology, pathology, radiology. We have the ability to manage a lot of complex cases, and it keeps it very interesting as a family doctor. We're not just kind of packaging people up and sending them out.
The great thing about being a GP in Terrace is that you can basically define what your role in the community is going to be like, based not only on the community's needs, but also on your interests.
From a pediatric perspective, my job here is very unique. I think being in a small community allows you to practice aspects of general pediatrics that you would never get anywhere else. I had practiced in Vancouver, and you don't deal with the same level of acuity nor complexity as you do here.
Northern Health is in the advanced planning stages with the government to replace our hospital. So we're all very excited that we might be getting a new facility shortly.
And what's unique about the urology practice here is that I'm a solo practitioner for a catchment of about 85,000 people. But I'm really well supported with the other surgeons in town, and I still have a great work-life balance despite being a solo practitioner, and I've really enjoyed it.
Got some of the best backcountry and side country access in North America, I would say. It's never crowded, the snow is great, there's so many different terrain options.
One of our favorite pastimes is on Saturday morning to go to the farmer's market. And one of the best things is that the vendors have the same hours as Ava. So when she wakes up at 8 a.m., we're down there, and she loves the live music, and you can get fresh produce, and everything's locally made.
Between the new swimming pool, hockey arena, the library, brew pub, there's lots to keep us busy in town.
It's a community medicine site, but it's also a satellite site for teaching for the University of British Columbia. And so what that means is we always have learners around in a whole bunch of different types. So there are third-year medical students, there are family practice residents, and we also get visiting internal medicine residents and fellows. So there's all sorts of teaching opportunities, which really makes this sort of a community academic site. I think it brings a lot to the physicians here to be engaged in teaching.
The airport's super close to town, flights are affordable, there are multiple flights in and out a day, and it's under 2 hours to Vancouver, so you can really get anywhere you want quickly.
My wife and I have been here for 24 years, and we've raised 2 kids here.
Work-life balance here is nothing like we would get in Vancouver. It's amazing to be door to door from work in less than 10 minutes and not have to worry about paying for parking.
There's always someone to do something with, and it's a really great social community. I've worked in a lot of different settings where you don't really see that collegiality outside of the workplace, whereas in Terrace, people are always hanging out together and having dinner together and doing all sorts of activities. So it's a great place to meet new friends, particularly in the medical community.